What's up? What's up? What's freaking up, everybody?
Hey, hey.
Hey. That wasn't Jared's voice, y'all. That was not Jared's voice.
Not this time.
Not this time. Hey, man, we have something in the making. I believe this is going to be an epic episode. We came all the way to the north.
About time.
Which is great because I live 7 minutes from this gym.
Interesting. And you should be making more of an appearance then.
That's why 2023 is going to be different.
Okay, I hope so.
I feel good about this episode. I feel good about it.
Okay.
I feel good about it. But hey, I'm being so rude, guys. My name is Chris. To my far right, what's your name, bro?
Jared.
And in the middle, we have the lovely
Sheree.
Yep, and I call her Ree. So y'all know everybody gets nicknames. But look, this whole episode, this series is called Tell Us the Good. And this is a great opportunity where we get to kind of dig in and find out more about you if you're open to that. But at the end, we're going to give you the floor. And from what I'm hearing off camera, guys, she got some questions prepped.
I do.
And ready.
I
right?
do, for both.
Oh, man. So, look, this is beauty, right? Because you typically work out on the north side, and then there's a community at boot camps, and then there's a community at the southwest location. One of our goals in 2023, especially with the gala coming up in February, we want to collide our families more. And it's so cool for people to know you before you even get to see them.
Right.
So this is our way of doing it. So
perfect.
Talk to us. Where are you from? How long have you been in Mean Green?
Okay, so I'm an Army brat. So I've been in Houston, I think, since '07.
Okay.
My mom moved out here after she retired.
Okay.
And then I ended up at Mean Green maybe like a year and a half, almost 2 years. I think April of this year I'll be 2 years.
2 years.
And Shanice is the one who actually brought me over because I used to train with her at another gym.
With Houston Guru.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, good person.
So I got pregnant, so I had to quit, and then ended up moving out here to Humble. And I was looking for a gym. I was trying to get off baby weight. I was like, Shanice, I need your help.
Yeah.
You know, and she was like, oh, I'm training on the north side now. And I was like, what are the odds? I live on the north side now.
Okay.
And she was like, oh, okay. So she sent me this promo. And I was like, oh, okay, let me see how far this gym is. I was like, 10 minutes.
Wow, just worked out.
Let me sign up, girl. So I came, but it was right around the pandemic.
Before or after?
After the pandemic.
After,
so it was maybe, I don't know, 2021, April 2021.
Okay.
And I came in, and everything was like taped off, and I had my mask on, and I was like, man, okay, I guess I'm gonna work out with my mask on. But everybody didn't have a mask on. And I came in here and about died. Yeah. And she was like,
right.
why did you keep that mask on? You was like, were you trying to hurt yourself? And I was like, well, I didn't want to be rude.
Right.
So from there, I was like, okay, I can get with this. And I had never done any like weight training. So this was different, but I think everybody just kind of helped encourage me that it was okay. So slowly but surely I got comfortable with the weights, but before I was like, oh yeah, I don't know about this one.
That's typically how it goes, right? And shout out to my girl Shanice, unbelievable heart and beast on the workout floor. So
yes,
definitely
she
want to
is.
give her a shout out. And then the pandemic, what was that like? Because it was a tough time. Everybody's adjusting to a new life, but here you go, not just adjusting to a new way of life with the pandemic, but here's this high-fivey, huggy gym that hangs out outside the gym. And it's not just Shanice, right? You got the amazing Bobby, which is running the production today.
Shout out to Bobby.
Then you have Jared, and you got Milton, and you got this whole team. What was that like versus just having a personal trainer or a program you just go do on your own?
It was different, but it was motivating because I'm secretly very competitive.
No, you are competitive.
I'm about to say no secret about it.
Okay. It wasn't, okay, you're right. It's not. But, so when it's kind of like personal, one-on-one, you kind of just you and the trainer. And when I'm in a group setting, I pick my target. I'm like, okay.
That's what
I see you.
Yeah.
Oh, you going, okay, you do good.
Yeah.
I'm going to make that my goal.
Yeah.
You're killing it in the gym. Like if I see Nikki, I'm like, oh, she's killing it.
Shout out to Nikki.
Hey, let me go ahead and she's killing it. Let me be that. Like I can't do as heavy as her, but if I do the weight I can do, I can try to keep up.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I just saw everybody and I was like, okay, I can do this. Like this is cool. Everybody seems to have the same great spirit, high energy. So I can get with this.
I love it. And to Jared, Because he has the opportunity to be a hybrid, right? When we
Yes.
call hybrid, he gets to train at the Southwest, he trains at the North, he trains at different boot camps.
Boot
So you actually, I know you don't get to train her as much in your class all the time, but you get to see her
Yeah.
in between. What is that like, hearing her response and just seeing her and having her on the podcast today?
Man, it's first of all, it was great. As I know, we kind of started talking between classes. Right?
Yeah.
'Cause you do the 5:30. I was doing the 4:15 at the time, and then transitioned into it. So honestly, I think our relationship was built over you being competitive.
Yeah,
Really?
absolutely.
Really? I didn't know that. Okay.
With us doing challenges and stuff, I know she would always be like, Jared.
I'm like, I'm gonna give you my zone.
Work out.
I just need you to give me some MEPs. I'm trying to win.
So that's how we got closer, and then it got into. I know we always talk about you being the kick. What was it, kickball? No, it wasn't kickball.
It was football. Flag football.
The flag football goated referee.
She was awesome. Her auntie
Your auntie,
was
yeah.
awesome.
Yes.
Held it down.
That was amazing.
Yeah. Hold on. So are they officially taking over Bobby refereeing, or?
Why wouldn't we?
Why wouldn't you?
Okay. Okay.
There we go.
So we heard it here on this episode.
Absolutely.
Bobby don't have to worry. He doesn't have to worry about reffing. He's excited.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to review my flashcards, but I think I can do it.
Okay, let's go there. All right. So for those that are not familiar, we got back to hosting events prior to the pandemic,
Yep.
and this flag football we raised. I don't know what was that cause for flag football. Do y'all remember?
Breast cancer.
Breast cancer
cancer,
awareness.
yeah.
So everybody wearing the pink, buying pink T-shirts. We were raised over
Almost $2,000.
almost 2,000.
Yeah.
So shout out to the Mean Green
Yes.
family, right?
Exciting.
Led by Jared, which did an incredible job of that campaign.
Okay.
So there's no event without members. There's no event without people that volunteer. So football's competitive,
It
right?
is.
And some people think me and Milton like go overboard because we're brothers,
Oh, I
which is probably
I
true.
witnessed.
Was it bad? It wasn't that bad this time.
No, the kickball I think was definitely there.
Oh, he was cheating though.
That kickball.
No.
competitive.
Milton, I was on Milton's team.
Yeah,
no,
guy was cheating.
No.
That's what everybody wanted.
no, we got cheated.
Man, you can't be giving her discounts for her to be saying this.
We got cheated.
Oh man.
So with the events, not sure if you ever been at an event style gym outside of the hour of working out. Have you? So what is
No.
that like? Is that weird that we do that, and do you like it? What is?
No, I enjoy it. I enjoy the people, so I don't mind giving my free time
Yeah.
that I, value because I have a kid,
Yeah.
a fiance. So if I'm gonna, and then it's always family oriented. So I can bring my fiance, I
Absolutely.
can bring my kid. So it's perfect that I can join the people that I see normally just in like a gym setting and see them in a different, whole new light,
Yeah.
different environment. So I love it.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah, with Ree being a part of that, and boot camp members and Southwest members are going to be there. What's your hope, Jared, when that happens?
My hope is that everybody's just themselves, because like we get to know you in
Yeah.
the gym setting. So one thing that I do love about you is Sheree's gonna be Sheree no matter what.
No matter what. Yeah.
Absolutely.
no matter what.
No
she
matter
at.
what.
In the gym, she gonna talk her mess. Out on the field, she gonna talk her, like you just you.
Yeah.
So my hope when we go into events like that is that the people that we get to know for themselves,
Yeah.
like y'all get to be that for everybody else. So we can kind of like form relationships in our head. Oh, this person will be cool with that person. Oh,
Yeah.
this person will be cool with that person. So when we get to events, it's like, hey, both of them will come and that'd be a cool, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
Yep.
you know what? Another thing, because from kickball, I think I was on the team with some people from the South Gym. So then I formed, like a relationship. I'm like, oh, okay. So now when I see, I saw Hector at the flag
Shout
football.
out to Hector.
And I was like, oh, okay, like a familiar face now, like somebody I don't see at the gym on the north side, but
Yeah.
because of kickball, because of flag football, and even DMAR hosting Saturday workouts here,
Yeah.
and folks from the Southwest Gym coming, I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I'm getting to see
That's awesome.
more and more people, so it's
That's
good.
awesome. And it means a lot for me because my goal, especially this year, I committed to the team, I think almost 13 months ago, that we're going to open up our next location within 18 months. It's going to happen, right?
Exciting.
So now, with Milton being over this one and then I'm over the other one, we still haven't seamlessly figured out how to connect the groups more. And
Right.
we're really trying to do it to a higher standard before we get a third location.
Right.
So to hear your vibe and response when you do meet someone, it's not like, oh, that's a Southwest, and we ain't doing that. Like,
Right.
you're not against that. So as we're leading up to this event with the gala, we actually launched this week. because when you watch it, they'll get it. Anywho, when you hear the theme, which I didn't make, so when y'all hear the theme, it came from Brittany Joseph. All right,
Okay.
so it's Brittany Joseph. I didn't come up with the theme. I had to look up the movie. All right, all right, that's all I'm gonna say. But first question: are you coming? And second, did you go last year?
I didn't go last
Okay.
year. And this year, well,
We about to get on the show.
Little spotlight.
This is where it happens. It happens right here on the podcast. Do you have plans on the 18th
the 18th.
of February?
I'd have to look at my calendar.
Okay, but if you're not doing nothing, you'll be there.
Well, 50 Shades of Green,
Oh,
right?
it's getting out. Yeah, 50 Shades of
Right
Green.
there, bro.
It's there.
I don't know. Do I have to wear green?
So
Is that the concept?
we're gonna come out with the rules and regulations. Obviously, you can wear that if you want to, right?
Because
What you got
green,
on.
it's not my color, but
Yeah.
I can make it work.
I mean, I'm sure you can, but that's Brit. I just,
Okay.
I
No,
just.
I like the idea.
Yeah, I'm just here.
I do.
But going back to the event, right? This is where, honestly, when we first did this read, it blew my mind when I walked in and people was like, "Chris," I was like, "Why people asking me like they don't know who I am? They never seen me that way."
Yeah.
And then when I see members, I'm like,
Wait, is that
Jared came in with some shades last time. He
too cool?
he just shut it down, you know what I mean? He just shut it down. When he walked in, the DJ turned the music on.
Whatever, dog.
It was like his hair was like, it was bouncing like.
It wasn't that crazy,
Acting
but
brave.
it was very bad. But that was about to say, I would say nobody recognized me when I
I
walked
was like-
in.
True story.
They were like,
True story.
Who is he?
True story. And the parties, we have a good time.
Okay, well, then I might be missing out.
We have a good time. We're not worrying about MEPs and and macros on that day.
Right.
But it's cool to rejoice and to celebrate. Our theme going into this is to celebrate the past, but looking forward to the future. We're going to actually launch something that's really big and near and dear to my heart. But I was trying to pressure her on camera. So guys, comment down below.
if you want to see Sheree.
If you want to see Sheree, I need y'all to, how you spell Ree? Is it R-E?
R-E-E.
R-E-E. Comment down below. Just Ree. I think if we get over 10 to 20 Rees,
You gotta come.
I think she kind of has to
Okay,
come.
but wait, how are these qualified? Like one person gets a re? It can't be the same person putting 20 reads.
Different people.
Okay.
Because you know T commenting right now.
We know T is
T,
T. Look,
right now.
you got to
So,
go to then,
Yeah,
T.
yeah. So, and then on the second portion, it's a loaded question, and then Jared, just take the mic from me. All right, I'm just excited.
Yeah,
all right.
man.
The north side. I want a bigger
Attendance?
from the north side. So I'm calling the north out.
Okay.
I live on the north side, so I know the commute. This one's going to be in the center of the city. But the cool thing about this is, I'm going to be honest, from the owner perspective, it does something for the culture when you see what you're pouring in, blood, sweat, and tears,
Yeah.
responding to the rejoice. Because at the end of the day, like, we love training, but we love people more. We love
Right.
empowerment more. So when your leaders like Bobby or Milton, the meetings and the things that they do, the preparation of having those events, they look forward to seeing a big turnout from them, the people that they pour into. So if a Milton and a Bobby is putting a lot in, investing a lot in, and then they show up, not saying numbers are not bad, but if 10 people from the north side show up for the gala, and the southwest bringing 130 and Bootcamp bringing 70, it's kind of like,
Right.
yo, where my people at?
Yeah.
Right.
So north side, come on. Come
yeah.
on.
Okay.
Give me 5 names.
Okay, I want to see Sadie. I want to
Sadie.
see.
It's the rodeo season, though, I think.
Oh yeah.
Is it rodeo season?
Yeah, it
during
is.
this time?
Okay,
She
Sadie,
typically would be there.
Nikki.
Nikki.
I think. Let me see. Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Well, see, and I would say David, but David kind of claims Southside.
Ooh.
Oh,
Which is cool.
he does. I always see him. You know.
Because he pours into
He
He
pours in.
does. He does. He
He
does.
pours in. Shout out to D-Moore.
Let me see. Milton. Obviously, I'm sure he's gonna be there.
I'm not gonna be there.
Let me see. I'm thinking of my 5:30 class.
5:30.
Let me see. Oh, Rob. Yeah.
Rob.
Rob and Keisha and Ebony.
I
Keisha.
think Rob was there
There we go.
last year.
Rob
was
was
there
there?
last year. So.
Okay. Yeah.
But
So.
I think it's gonna be a great time. I think it's gonna be a great time.
I like that.
So,
I think so.
drink responsible. That's
Please
all.
drink
That's all I can say.
Absolutely.
Nothing bad happened, but I'm just okay. Anywho, Jared, anything else before we give the floor to her? Because we got to give her more time.
She got 13.
She got 13 questions, y'all.
But they just kind of, they random questions.
Yeah.
They just kind of get to know you questions.
Well, let's do this. Let's go into them because it may be an opportunity where we can kind of respond to her, but
Yeah.
also ask her the same question in
I got
return.
you.
So can you pull out your Excel sheet?
Oh, well.
No, this is awesome.
All right. So I
And she has a green case. Y'all notice that?
That's a nice case.
Thank
Square
you.
Case.
It's an iPhone.
No, but seeing was
Oh,
it, mine's
okay.
more round. I thought it was the same
no,
one
it's
for a
the
little bit.
square one.
Squared out.
Okay.
Because they see the square case and, think it's an Android.
Oh, that's true.
I'm an iPhone girl.
That's true.
Okay. So my first question for y'all. When you're not doing things that are gym related, what do you like to do?
I love it. Jay, you want it?
No.
Either one of y'all. Both. I want both of you to answer.
Okay.
Sports. I'm watching football, basketball, typically if I have the opportunity, but first and foremost, playing with my boys.
Something happened. I can't hear y'all.
You can't hear me no more?
Okay, wait. Nope, I can hear
You
now.
hear? Okay.
Wait.
You see, did that loosen up? So I can hear you good.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh,
fine.
okay.
You good?
It's a little. It's like going in and out.
Jay, you'll see if that's there. We got to get her mic ready, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm good. It might be the plug in and out.
Talk, Chris.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, yeah,
I'm good.
I can hear. Yeah.
All right. I think we're good.
Okay,
Good.
yeah.
And she's gonna really notice as well, y'all. We don't edit nothing. That's part of it. But yeah, to answer your question, my boys first and foremost, I love
Yes.
just wrestling and talking to them, building them up, and then some type of football, sports, basketball.
Okay.
The same. I'm a sports guy.
Oh,
It's
good.
kinda, I know it kind of sucks.
Okay.
It's gonna be
same answers for the most part, but yeah, I like to hang out with friends and sports.
Okay.
Sports.
I know I'm boring, y'all. For the most part, though, like work kind of sways into that. So
Yeah.
it's
Right.
like-
And I want to give a shout out to the Northside Gym, cause this heater behind me works. This heater is the legit real deal. Oh, I'm just hot then, cause it's
I
off.
was about to say, bro. I was like, hold on. I don't see no.
I got hot all of a sudden.
Like,
I'm sweating.
you have,
All right,
you
I'm
have
sorry.
hot flashes, bro?
I got a hot flash.
Might be.
I got a hot flash, some grays. But back to Ree. She's hosting this, y'all.
Okay.
Okay.
What's your biggest fear?
Business or personal?
Both. I think both.
Business is not. My biggest fear in business is not giving someone, whether it's a member or a team member, the opportunity to grow. That's the biggest fear for me. Yeah, that's just huge for me. Number 2, from the personal side, my wife, my dad, my boys, my sister, my brothers look at me and not be proud of me. I
Right.
live to make people proud. And for Shanna or Desi, for Milton, Robert, Sean, my siblings, for Christopher and Caleb, or my dad, whoever, Tina, to look at me and say, I'm not proud of you, that would eat me up. So that's my biggest fear.
You proud of yourself?
Me personally,
Mm-hmm.
I am proud of me, but I'm not satisfied of me, if that makes sense.
No, I get it.
If
Yeah,
that makes sense.
That
So,
does.
yeah.
Jared?
He thinking.
Same. I'm playing.
Look now. Y'all not about to say anything.
I'm playing. Now I'm gonna give a philosophical answer.
Okay.
My biggest fear is letting fear win in my life.
Ooh, get it.
I like that.
Because fear, I think, can control you.
Yes.
Like he just said, like the fear of disappointing, the fear of not succeeding, the
Right.
like the fear that controls people in their life. That's my biggest fear. To let fear win and fear control what I do and how I perform and if I keep going and all that kind of stuff. So my biggest fear is letting that win.
Oh, that makes
I
sense.
love that.
Yeah.
Perfect
I love
time. What's your biggest fear? Workout wise and family, personal wise.
that. Okay. Personal, it would be not leaving a mark on the ones I love, and like family and friends, just not leaving them with like a big piece of me, like leaving something behind.
I love
That's
it.
a fear of like just not being able to give them the ultimate things that I want for them.
I love
So
that.
whether it's for my son, I want to make sure I'm setting him up for success. My sisters, my brothers, just I want to make sure that I'm doing my part to make them proud.
I love that. I love
And then workout wise, oh,
that. That finger came up.
My biggest fear would be not whooping everybody's butt on the assault bike.
Because Milton told me that's like your thing.
Oh, yeah. You give me that assault bike, baby. I'm
It's on.
arms,
It's on.
legs. It's a wrap.
I love it. All right. That's a good one. That's
So,
a good one.
yes.
Snaps and claps on that.
Okay.
All right. What else you got, girl? What else? This is good.
I'm going to piggyback a question. I'm going to put you on the spot.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Cause you a winner, right?
I am.
Okay. So what happens when you don't win?
This that segue part.
Okay.
This is where it happens.
Okay.
This is where it happens, Reed.
It's happening.
This is where it goes. Watch this.
Okay. Then I'm going to keep going. If I lose against you, you just wait, because I'm about to whoop 3 more other people, and then I'm going to be ready, because I'm going to want to do it again. I'm going to want to race you again. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to let you take that W. I'm going to get it back.
So what about excuses? Do you make excuses then?
No, I'm going to keep going. Well, sometimes I do. I'm not going to lie.
Is it the assault bike?
It is.
Rocking, or you got the newer one?
I do. Sometimes I get the raggedy, start, and I ain't start off right, and my foot was off the pedal, it fell off, yeah.
Yeah.
Or then I'm like, well, you got bigger muscles than me. Of course you could kill the arms.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I make a couple excuses, but, sometimes I'm like, maybe I just needed to get a little head start.
Yeah. Here goes another one. All right. This is going to take it off. What would you teach your son when he doesn't win?
Oh, my goodness. I am currently dealing with this now.
Okay.
But
this is big.
Not to let that define him, that it is not going to make or break him. I want my son to be well-rounded, and knowing that you're going to have to pick and choose the things you want to give your energy to. So you may not succeed in this right now, but that doesn't mean you have to either let that keep you down, keep you from moving forward. So I would want him to just know that he can always move forward and push through anything that he fails, that he doesn't have to give up on it.
Wow. I'm going to use that on social media.
Heck yeah.
Because it's us in a nutshell with Mean Green, right? How many of us have, I don't know, maybe you wanted something on the scale and it didn't happen the way you wanted it. Or maybe you gave your best effort and you didn't win the challenge. Or maybe you got sick and you wasn't able to produce what you wanted to produce. That's us, but it doesn't define us as losers, or it shouldn't give us momentum to completely shut down. I'm glad you said that, because without that type of mentality and attitude and spirit, results don't take place. So it just shows how the common denominator with a lot of our members, the culture here, whether we're from here or from there, or have done this and done that, we all have that, it seemed like that common factor of not giving up. So I'm glad you said that, and I'm hoping that you guys are like giving her love in the comment section, because that's super, super dope. So thank you.
I'm going to piggyback off of you, Sheree.
Okay.
Because he gave you a tough question.
Yeah, no.
I think I'm going to give him a tougher question.
Oh, no. Yo, be easy on me.
Nah, I ain't going to be easy. Chris.
Oh, I thought it was to her.
Oh, no, it's to you, buddy.
Oh, good. Okay.
I'm still hot over here.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, give him his question.
So good hair on the camera.
No, we're talking about basically teaching your son how to lose, like how to come back from taking a loss, right? Man, if y'all don't know the twins,
Oh boy.
they hate losing to each other.
True story.
They can lose other people.
They lose others.
But they hate losing to. I'm talking.
I mean,
about
they
tears.
got it honest.
I'm talking about tears. Like,
I mean,
hate it. So, my question to you, how do you teach that? So basically the same question. Obviously, they kind of have it down as far as everybody else. But what are you teaching? That's from a woman's perspective. Now I'm teaching like from a man's perspective, raising boys.
Great question. First, I'm winging it, right? Because being a parent for the first time is not what I've done before.
Right.
So I'm winging it. And I can go based upon the Bobbies and people that I respect that do an amazing job, as well as my father. With the twins specifically, I want them to know that I love them and that I support them. And winning to me is a lot of different facets to it. It's not just what the scoreboard shows at the end of the game. Winning is you fell and you got freaking back up, or you were down 50 points and somehow you climbed back into the game and gave effort. Now, when it comes between Christopher versus Caleb, I want them. I mean, they probably tired of each other. You know, as you see on the podcast, Caleb was like, "I like playing my brother, but sometimes, Daddy, I just want to play by myself." Right? They've been next to each other ever since they was a being, right? But between each other, I want them to know, like, you can compete against each other,
Right.
and you can get frustrated with each other.
Yeah.
But don't act out of character towards each other for the rest of the day because you were upset because you lost.
Yeah.
Right.
If you want to be Christopher or you want to be Caleb, do more to be better.
Yeah.
Don't, oh, he cheated. Because I don't know where they got the word cheated from. But they want to bring that to their vocabulary. Oh, Caleb cheated or he did this. No, he beat you.
Yeah.
You want to beat him? Do the work to beat him. And I believe that competitive nature to compete towards each other, if they keep doing that, I think iron sharpens, not I think, I know iron sharpens iron.
Yes.
So if they do that in basketball, if they do that in academics, if they do that on how you love their mother or whoever, if they do that, I believe they will be a better man than I can possibly be for myself.
Yeah.
So I want to see that for them.
I love
So,
that.
great question.
Love that. Love
Thank
that.
you, thank you, thank you. All right, told you. See how we
Yes.
you forgot about the rest of your
I was
questions.
like, wait, where were we? I love that.
What you got, girl? What you got?
Okay.
Great question, Jay.
So, number 3. How would your parents describe you?
Oh, snap. Let Jared go. I'll cry on this part.
Come on, bro. My parents, how would they describe me?
It's a deep one, girl.
That's a deep.
It's a deep
question.
one.
Yeah, I want to know.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. It's the Mean Green Show. It's the Mean Green Show.
What would my? I'm quiet.
Okay.
Quiet. But I guess digging a little bit deeper, other than quiet, just have a big heart.
Yes.
Almost to a point of, like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. I'm very forgiving. Like, I have a big heart.
Same.
When it comes to, people even doing me wrong. Like,
Same.
cool. I'm the kind of person, like, you got to live with that. I don't have to
Right.
hold that. All right. So when it comes to forgiving people, like, I've always just been a forgiver, a lover. Right. So that would definitely be me. Hardworking, and one of the most recent things is when I put my mind to something, I'm gonna do it, regardless.
Passionate.
Yeah.
Passionate. So, that would be the main thing.
Shout out to mom.
Would that be mom's or dad?
Mom.
Okay.
Mom for sure. Yeah.
Love that.
That's a good one. That's a good one. For me, I would love my dad, who's probably online, to comment down below so I can see it when we finish.
I know, right?
My dad is my role model.
Yes.
I remember in 4th grade, everybody's picking Mike and Penny and Walter Payton, or whoever it was at the time. I picked my dad for my presentation, and it wasn't because of the athletic ability. It was because the way he loved. God, I feel like I'm about to cough, not cry. So, seriously.
Sure.
Really. But seeing that at the age of 10, and I noticed from then on, it's interesting how it trend to what I do now for a living.
Right.
I love. People may think I train. I'm probably not the most physique-looking trainer that you've ever seen, but man, you name 5 more people that love more than me, and I got that from my father.
Right.
So I believe my father would say the same, and I'm curious what he would say. I love my mother. One of the last things I remember my mom telling me on this earth when she was here was she was proud of me.
Oh,
Right.
sweet.
So I lived for that moment. Every jump shot, every degree or diploma I received, it was for not me to be able to advance in life. It was for me to hear her response to say she's proud of me. I believe she would say, though, that I'm resilient. I believe she would say I'm very quiet. I would believe she would say stay on Chris's good side. I believe she would say that I have a lot of grace and patience.
That's
and I'm
good.
a mama's boy.
Good.
So I think she would say that.
Good.
I did that without a tear.
That's
I really
good.
did. I really
Love
did.
it,
I
love
really
it, love
did.
it, love
What
it.
about you? You can't hold on. I can't leave.
Oh, okay.
Can't leave.
I am definitely a mama's girl,
Yeah.
and I think my mom would say that I'm a very genuine person, that I do things because I want to, not because I have to,
Yeah.
not because I'm expecting something, I want something. If I do it, just know, like, I'm doing this because this is something that is bringing me joy.
I love it.
And I think she would say I'm very outspoken, very opinionated.
Yeah.
I tend to go against the grain. I can be a lone wolf, meaning she'll say she's going to stand on what she believes in and she's not going to follow the crowd.
Yeah.
She is
That's awesome.
going to, if she's the one-man show, one-man march, she's going to march her march.
I love it.
So I think my mom would, I think that's probably what she would say, but
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair statement.
I love it. I love it. I love it. That's some snaps and claps. That's some snaps and claps. All right, what else you got?
Let's see.
What I think as she's looking, Jay, I think she's now seeing what we were saying prior to the broadcast. She was like, what are we talking about? Now she sees, like, how we don't even need the questions. We just go. But this is awesome.
Okay, number 4. Would you rather have more time or more money?
Time.
God, we both
Yeah,
answered that.
time.
Time for sure.
Same. I would want time.
If it was 25 hours in a day instead of 24, I would take it. You know, the thing with money, man, don't get it twisted. I like money.
Yeah.
My wife loves money. I ain't gonna say she loves it. She loves spending money. Let's say it that way. And you know, I love traveling. I love giving my kids experience that I've never
Right.
seen. You know, be able to give. What's funny is that I give in ministry and I give within Mean Green, right? I love giving, but man, time, man, I value it so much. I look at my little boys and just tell them I love them all the time. They 6 going on 7. I still kiss them on the forehead, and I wish I can just hold on to it because I know how valuable it is. But time, I'm gonna be short.
Yeah.
Time.
Same.
Yeah, I'm out.
Time.
Yeah, time for me. At the end of the day, you know, if you don't know how to manage money, money
Yeah.
struggles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
I
So
agree.
money could actually wind up being more stressful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see time being more stressful.
Dang, that's a
That's
quote. Dang. If my sister was online, she would say, that's a whole word. Man, that was
It
good.
was.
Dang. All right, what else you got, girl? This is good stuff, girl.
And
I
said
told you I
time,
was
so we're
gonna do.
take time and
You
do
said
it.
Yeah,
time.
time. Yeah, for sure. If I could freeze time with my son,
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah,
I
man.
feel like he is just growing like a weed. And
How old is he?
He's 3.
Yeah,
And I'm truly just like, man,
yeah,
you are your own little human. You have your own thoughts.
yeah,
You watching TV and you don't want to be bothered. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh,
yeah.
okay.
That stage, I'm just
I'm like,
hanging on all
let
the
me
time.
give you your space. But if I could freeze time or
Yeah.
have more time with him, I would take it.
It's tough because you can easily, if you think of that movie, Adam Sandler, I think it was Click,
Oh, yes.
how the frustrations of life, sometimes you kind of just want to fast forward.
Yeah.
And man, it was a great job. I'm not gonna tell the movie. Man, I'm telling you, I haven't seen that by now.
Right.
I need to watch it. But he showed how when he gets older, if the fast forward button was not stopped, how much he would miss out on
Right.
and regret. So for those that are here and reading us, man, love like it's no other,
I agree.
and embrace it. So
Man,
that's
Will
good.
Smith made some good movies.
Who?
I just watched Collateral Beauty for the first time.
Oh yeah,
I've never seen it.
Oh, I cried.
I'm not a movie person, though.
yeah. I'm a movie. Yeah, it's that's a good one to watch.
Collateral Beauty?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put it on my list.
I
But I'm,
cried.
Yeah.
You hear me? I'm trying to tell you to say it.
okay, well then, if it's gonna make me cry, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, Collateral Beauty.
Okay.
Do y'all know how
Collateral
trivia
Beauty.
question? Do y'all know how Jared wipes his tears? Option 1, is it with his fingers? Option 2, with his biceps. Hey. I gotta give little bros. I gotta give my hard time. It's just what I do. It's corny. I'm pretty corny. All right, next question, please. Let's move.
Okay.
I feel Money Dame getting on me right now.
Okay. How do you want to be remembered?
Jared.
No, Chris.
How do I want to be remembered? Freaking beast. Nah, I would say remembered. If I one word or just a sentence, how do you want this?
Either one, whatever works for you.
I would want to be remembered as a man that believed, that taught to believe. I would want to be a man that achieved a lot
Yeah.
and taught how to achieve, and be a man to show how you can receive peace, joy, whatever desire of your heart, and also teach how to get those things.
Yeah. Like
That'll
that.
be my thesis statement.
Okay, I like that. And you, Jared?
I need to go to school or something.
What you talking about?
I ain't even thought about that. You supposed to have his answer down. What do you want me to remember for? Oh,
That's why we have this podcast.
I think one of the main things I want to be remembered for is just this heart that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right? Like I don't want the world to change who I am. Right?
Oh my goodness.
Me having a big heart, I don't think it's a problem. But I think the world, because it's so tough, tries to tell you that it can be a problem. Shield it so you don't get hurt.
Yep.
So for me, I want to be remembered as a person that never lost that, a person that always loved, a person that, you know, always had a big heart for others.
Right.
And then, you know, cliche, I want to be remembered as somebody who worked their ass off to you know, get to, and I mean, obviously it hasn't been recognized yet, but, you know, I'm headed in, you know, a direction.
Yeah.
So I want to be, you know, recognized as a person that worked their ass off to get there.
I love it.
Love that.
So
that's dope. That's dope.
Love it, love
Madam.
it, love it. Me, I want my son to remember me as a great mom and as an overall person. I think I would like to be remembered as a selfless person. Someone, to piggyback off of you, that the world didn't change who I was, because I feel like I'm in therapy and I'm constantly telling my therapist, like, you know, like, this is happening and this is happening and this is going on with this friend and this is going on with this family, and I'm feeling like it's changing who I am, and I'm wondering, like, why is this happening to me? Maybe it's in me. And then I'm constantly, you know, it's like, you know what? She's like, you cannot change other people. You can only worry about you and how you respond to stuff, but don't let how they're being change who you are. So I constantly have to remind myself of, like,
love that.
Okay, just because everybody else has their own things going on, don't let that change who you are as a person. So just to be remembered as a person who gave a lot of grace and was very selfless.
I love it.
Yeah,
that's it.
We're constantly evolving, man.
I love it. I mean, we really can just drop the mic and say, I'll see y'all next week, because that was enough. You know, it's not that we're done, but it's one of those things, too. Alex is a great example, right? So Alex have the opportunity to move to something that she's been working on, right? To another company. And I hope she sees this. And when she sees it, she'll probably text me. She left such a mark that was positive. Right. It's what I remember on her. She's good, right? When we say remember, it's not that something bad happened, right? It's just she left a mark within Mean Green, right? Think about that. Her mark of leadership and consistency and development, love, and willing to deal with me every single day she wakes up, right? So that's a positive mark, and everybody has a mark when they leave, right? It doesn't mean the earth. It can be the gym. It can be a relationship. It can be school. It can be wherever. So I'm hoping that this question resonates to all of us on every single thing we have on our plate. It's not just leaving earth, but what mark can you make as a personal trainer, as a person that's being trained, for the therapist, for the person that's getting therapy. Like, leave your freaking mark in a way that it's something that you will be proud of. So I'm glad you asked that question, because I believe somebody's like, I almost want to put a teary eye in the comment section, but it's worth it. So great question. Great question. Okay. All right, what you got?
All right. My next question.
This is good.
What is one song that you would claim to be your theme song?
Ooh.
Give me my theme.
I know.
Yeah, just kind of what's your theme song?
Theme song. This is tough.
I know. I need to think about it now.
Can I pick the Mean Green Show? No. Dang.
I know. I'm like, I came up with the questions and I didn't think of an answer. Let me think. Let me see.
I feel like I need to do research. Dang. All right. Let's do this. Let's pick a song that we think of now. All right. So I don't have to be your life. Right. But in this season of 2023, Still don't know.
I know.
I got one.
What you got?
Okay.
50 Cent. Let's go.
What you got?
What song?
If I can't do it, homie, it
No,
can't
okay.
be done. That's my song.
Okay.
That's my song. That's my self-empowerment. If I can't do it, it can't be done.
You going
So,
50?
Okay.
You going 50? Nas, and I play this all the time for my little boys on Instagram, and it's just because I'm in a season of creativity and implementation for things that I'm uncomfortable with because I've never been there or seen it. It's a song. He has kids singing it, and it goes, "I know I can
Oh, yes.
be what I wanna be."
I
And
love
as corny as that may sound, I'm just personally at a rhythm that as a child does not know what they're gonna grow into be. They're trying to be stewards of what they see and do their best, and that's where I'm at. I'm just a steward right now, trying to soak as much as I can to implement and again to create something that's dope. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right.
So I know I
Yeah, I love that.
Here we
and
go.
what you got?
I don't
You don't know.
I
I'm
can't
gonna
think
give
of
her
one.
5 more seconds. All right.
Five more
As
seconds, five
she's
more seconds.
thinking, y'all type out. What's y'all songs for this year?
Beyonce.
You look, it would be.
T, which Michael Jackson song?
Let me see.
Mike. Oh, she loves Mike. She loves Mike, dog. I don't even train over here. I know she loves Mike. I don't even know how they got back to me.
I don't know. The first song that keeps playing in my mind, which I don't know why, because I don't feel like this is my theme song,
Okay.
but it's, I think, Webby Independent. The INDEPE.
Yeah, what you mean?
That keeps playing in my head, so I'm like, I guess it won't get out my head, so this must be it.
There it goes.
So Independent.
Nah,
There we go.
That took me back.
Yeah.
That song took me back.
Let's see. What is your favorite childhood memory?
Ooh.
Oh man,
We should have got these questions ahead.
I know.
Oh, Jared,
prep us.
interesting.
All right, quickly then. Holidays is kind of the thing that jump off for me. My parents, I have both parents. I'm lucky.
Yes.
And it's not about the funding that they may have or didn't have. Man, they made everything special, and it was cool to go back to the house I grew up in. It just felt as big as this gym, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
You know, and it was because my parents made things special. But holidays, from Christmas to New Year's to Thanksgiving to our birthdays, my mom and dad just went out their way to make us feel like kids on a movie.
Right.
So I can't pick one holiday, but all of them.
It's all of them.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'm gonna stick with the same idea. For me, I think it would definitely be the traveling that I got to do
Nice.
with my mom.
Yeah.
So I was pretty much an only child growing up until about 14 years old. So from then until 13, basically, anytime we went somewhere,
You were there.
that was my mom. Like, she had to work to get us somewhere.
Right.
Right. And now, obviously, I have a better understanding of that, which makes those memories even fonder.
Yes.
Or
But going to Disney World, I remember for my 9th birthday, it was my first time getting on a plane. Like, I just have
Oh,
fond
yes.
memories of like everything that happened. Funny
Yeah.
moments, not funny moments.
Yeah.
I remember we tried to get on a ride, and we got to the front of the line, and I did not want to get on that ride. I don't know. I think I saw the ride in front of us. We were waiting in line for 2 hours.
oh, mama
You
mad.
getting on the ride.
Mama
not
mad.
mad. Mad's not the word for it. So we get to the front of the line, and I see them drop, and I'm 9, and yeah, I just start crying.
That's
I don't
it.
want to get on it. So the man's like, nah, you got to get on. Or my mom was like, nah, you getting on this ride.
Yeah.
And the man's like, listen, we can't make
Yeah.
it. And, she.
Did you get on?
No. But my mom was funny. My mom was funny. She started talking all kind of mess about
I'm
me.
sure.
Get that little girl out of here.
Had me waiting in that line for 2 hours. No.
That's classic. That's
Man.
I rode down and waited on them, and then I remember after that, I think we got cotton candy, and there was a blue one and a pink one, and she snatched the blue one out of my hand and said, "You take the pink one." I said,
Mama, you gangster, girl.
Pink my favorite color. Anyway.
Okay. Look, you have to own it then. Just embrace it.
Hey, I love it. I
But
love
yeah,
it. I love it.
like memories like that,
Right.
those last a lifetime for me. So to have those kind of memories, we traveled to Washington D.C. one time by car, like just memories of
That's awesome.
just me and her, and knowing what like, especially now, like if I had a kid at my age, knowing what it would take
Yeah.
as far as taking time off work and the money that goes
Right.
into it and all of that. Like it's ponder to me now.
I
That's
love
epic.
that.
Epic.
Yes.
Epic. Shout out to moms.
Yes. Love that. For me, I think it would be my mom coaching my track team for me and my sister. I did not want to run track.
Yeah.
And I felt like my mom was trying to live her track dreams
Yeah.
through us. And I did not want to do it. But then once, I saw how like dedicated and
Yeah.
inspired my mom was just to see us out there, I was like, okay. Like, and then I'm out there running. I'm like, oh, my mom is excited. So I'm like, just seeing that joy it was bringing my mom, like, I was like, okay, you know what? This track thing isn't too bad.
Yeah.
So I think that would be my favorite memory, like my childhood memory, is my mom coaching my track team.
Wow. You
Yeah.
just made a lot of parents.
Yeah.
Very happy.
And that would be it.
That's awesome. I love that one. Personally, I love that one. That's awesome.
All right. And let's see. Where did your love for fitness come from?
Failure.
Mm-hmm.
I failed. If you'd asked me this, 16 years ago, I was at a bad place. I didn't know what depression was, but I was depressed.
Right.
I had anxiety. I was frustrated. I didn't know how to communicate. I didn't know how or what Chris looks like without basketball. And it was terrifying to shoot thousands of shots and dribble and stay up and work out the way I was doing.
Right.
For someone to tell me my best wasn't good enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For my best, for me to evaluate myself compared to others and see others get contracts that I would dream. And they wasn't even doing what I was doing.
Right.
For them to get that, I had to go somewhere. Some people go to drugs. Some people go to alcohol, other addictions. And luckily, my addiction was being formulated through those errors.
Mm-hmm.
And the push-ups and squats, whether I were doing them right or wrong then, I was at a place where at least I thought that people would notice me.
Right.
Can y'all imagine me as a professor? Could y'all imagine me as a pharmaceutical rep? Maybe, maybe not. But at that moment, at least I thought because of something that I did on my own, which was working out, I believe people would at least give me a chance to listen.
Right.
And then I just believe God opened up an opportunity. And that's where my love of empowerment was created. Because I noticed then that basketball wasn't what I really wanted. It would have been great, don't get me wrong. But I really wanted peace, joy, financial freedom. I wanted to be able to travel. I wanted to hear my mom say or my dad say they're proud. But that can be done beyond basketball.
Right.
And I started noticing the very thing that I wanted and where I struggled, even though mine was from failure of not becoming a pro basketball player. That's the people that come into the gyms and the boot camps and online that feel like they're in a dark place because they're trying to get what they want and they can't, or they don't know how, or they don't know how to communicate it. So whether I've never dealt with necessarily weight loss, I know how it feels to not be in the shoes that you want to be in.
Right.
And that's what created Mean Green, to be honest. So
I
it's
love
crazy that you
that.
asked that question.
Yes.
But without that question, there would be no Mean Green.
I love that.
That's real.
I love
That's
love
real.
it.
That's real. JG.
Same.
Look now.
Honestly, I'm gonna say this. I do have an answer, but
Okay.
I genuinely believe there's a reason we're such good friends,
Yeah.
and it's because of stuff like that. Like everything he said. If you asked me that question without him answering it first, I might have said the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like fear of and if I wanted to make it to NFL, he wanted to make it to NBA, right?
Right.
I had injuries that held me back, but same thing, right? Working hard, seeing other people succeed, like that was a big part of
It's
it.
hard.
But I want to give a shout out to your sister, Miss Shanna Green.
See, nope.
She had an event called Revive Her not too long ago, and although it was Revive Her and it wasn't really meant for me, I kind of helped. You know,
It helped me.
I was doing stuff around, but I actually got to listen to the message, and a big part of it was going back to kind of basically opening your eyes and going back to a revival state and going back to what made you.
Man.
Right.
So for me, for some reason, when you said that, revival popped into my head. And I think it's because that's what got me into fitness. When I tore my ACL the first time, it took me out. Not from I wasn't dead.
Right.
But from a mental perspective, that was the first time I realized sports can go like that.
Yeah, man.
Like, I played in a tournament on Saturday, and Monday I was supposed to be reporting for football.
Right.
So, Saturday I get hurt. I'm ready for Monday, but it's gone. Like, you're done. This season is over. And that was the first time I had to experience that. Like,
right.
At what age?
Yeah, like,
and what age was that?
I was a sophomore in high school.
Golly,
so,
16.
Yeah.
Man.
So, again, that was the first time, like, I had just had something taken away from me, and there was nothing I could do about it. Like, absolutely nothing. So I had to, I was dealing with some stuff, and then it happened two more times after that. Almost the exact same way, almost the exact same time, right before football, which is the sport that I love the most.
Right.
So, for me, I did, especially after that last one, have to get to a point of understanding for myself, and revival is a word that pops into me, because fitness for me, I noticed from myself every single time, I was down and out for a little bit, but what gave me joy, what gave me passion, what kept me going was when I was finally able to get back in the gym and work hard.
That's real.
Yeah.
When I was finally able to, get under a squat bar, when I was finally able to do some sprints. Like, when I got to those levels, it was something that uplifted me and gave me that, oh, I can do this. That took the doubt away, that took everything else away from, from what everybody was saying. Oh, ACLs are hard to come back from. Watch your other knee, the doubt that people are just trying to plug you with. But when I got back in the gym, there was no doubt. There was nothing. Like, I was ready.
Good.
So for me, I think fitness just gave me that sense of who I am, that undying passion for what I do, and the confidence.
Yeah.
So
love that.
for me, I think that's what got me into it, and it's continued to this point. So.
Love it.
I'm so excited for our meeting we're having as a staff on the 21st. Is that the date? Is it 21st? Yeah. That. You know what I mean? Just them common denominators that we share and that we bleed. It's I guess for gyms, we're supposed to talk about calories and the formula of how to gain and lose and the effect of squat. But man, for us it's just so much more. And it means a lot hearing that. So that's awesome.
Appreciate
it.
Yourself?
Ooh, I love fitness now. Don't. I work out so I can eat.
Yeah. Oh, but let me ask you this then, and we'll make a quick hitter because I know you got some more. You've been doing this for 2 years with us. Why haven't you quit? You had plenty of opportunities, I'm sure. I'm sure you had moments where you thought of it, but you're still here. Why have you not gave up on you?
I like that this is my me time.
Okay.
I said that I was going to dedicate Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. And I try to be as consistent as I can, but I know, like, I want to be consistent because I like structure. I like a lot of consistency. So this is how I stay into a rhythm of, you know what, I go to work. It's Monday. I'm going to Mean Green. I know I'm going to see all of my familiar faces, and I enjoy I love being around people. This is how I recharge. So this is a way for me to come, and then I see Jared. We get to talk for a little bit. I see Sadie. I see Nikki. I see Steph. I see Milton. So it's like, okay, I come more for the social gathering.
Crazy, right?
Not so much that I'm looking at the workout and I'm like, oh, okay. Oh,
Herpes.
Yeah. But I'm here because I want to see everybody.
Yeah.
So I think love for fitness, love for people, yes.
But I'm in fitness because of what? Do you remember what I said earlier? Do you remember it wasn't push-ups?
Oh, your people.
People. Isn't it?
Yes.
Going back to
yeah.
So
you're right. You're right. Yeah. So you're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Because some of the workouts.
Awesome.
Yeah, because I think I messaged you about one. You had like us doing freaking 800 meters, then something crazy. 800. No, it was like 8.
All of them was 8.
Yeah,
It was
eight.
Tina. It was Tina.
I was like,
Tina.
who put all this cardio in here?
Tina. Well, wait till you see Saturday.
Yeah, so anybody
Oh my gosh! I said, Wait now.
But yeah, you know.
I said Kristen lost
Chris
his
and Jared
mind.
for this season. Chris and Jared. Jared gets 50%.
Oh, okay. Well, now I know, because at least I can.
Look, everybody
I can
asking,
see this one.
You got something to do with this?
Yeah. Yep.
Like, every time I say something about the workout, contact Chris.
I get
Say
it.
less.
I'll respond. But
Yeah, talking about blame Jared.
that's what I start doing. Hashtag blame Jared. Hashtag it.
Vote for y'all.
Hashtag blame Jay.
All right. What's one quality that you look for in a friend?
Loyalty.
Okay.
See, this is.
Don't you gonna say that?
Don't say same. I need
know
something
can't say
different.
same. It's like, you know when you say something,
You're like, hey, Jay, I should have came to you
boom, it
first.
pops up, and he says, "Oh, whatever."
All right. Well, next question, you go first. I always ask if you want to go first.
Dang. I mean, that's number one to me. Loyalty.
Loyalty.
Definitely want somebody that you can depend on and count on. But number two would have to be, I don't know, is there a word for this? Somebody that you can openly talk to and open dialogue.
Yeah.
Trust.
I'm trying to think what.
What word would it be?
Yeah.
I think it has to be a statement.
Yeah.
But I get it.
Yeah, I totally
Yeah.
understand.
If y'all
that.
got the word, type it, but you know.
Right, yes.
Yep. I think that's awesome.
I think mine would be someone who's genuine. Just a genuine person.
For real.
When you see them, you're like, you are of a good heart.
Yeah.
Like, you are a good people.
Yeah.
Like, your mama did right. Like, I like you.
Right, I like you.
You are a good person.
Yeah.
I love
So I just
that.
want a genuine friend. Like, someone who I'm like, I don't have to worry about whether or not, can I say that around you?
Yeah.
Or should I? You know,
Right.
just a genuine person. Yeah.
I think
Great.
that's the word I was going for.
Yeah, let me genuine. Yeah, genuine person.
Can I say that around here? Yeah.
Let's see.
Appreciate you guys. I hope y'all are enjoying this. This
Yeah,
girl
she's
is
killing
off the
it.
chain. She's smashing it.
I'm
So
trying.
shout out to my girl Ree.
What is the best compliment you've ever received?
You got this one, where you can go first.
Yeah, we just best compliment. It's funny. I hear it a lot, and you just said it. Your parents did right by you.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, I don't have a word to break down the emotion and the gratitude for my parents, but man, I know I'm so blessed.
Right.
And my father and mother, maybe on a different platform, maybe I can go in depth on some of the generation curses they broke that I believe could have broke me if I had to experience what they've experienced. But when somebody tells me, if I open a door and they're like, "Oh, your parents did right by you," or
Yeah.
"Yes, ma'am," "Yes, sir," "Oh,
Right.
man, you're so respectful." Your parent, man, when I hear that, I think of my mom smiling, or I'm just grateful.
I love
So
that.
that'll be
Yes.
mine. That'll be mine.
What's the best compliment you ever received?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I received this compliment 3 times.
Okay.
And I think it's, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But the greatest compliment I've ever received was, if I had a daughter, I want you to date her. Like, I want you to.
Oh, yeah. That's sweet. Yeah. That
Gotta
is
do a little dance after that one, dog.
So yeah, I've had that. I've gotten that compliment from 3 people, 2 coaches,
Yeah.
and then somebody that I just knew. But I would especially
That's saying a lot.
saying a
yeah,
lot.
yeah. So
For somebody who wanted to pass over their daughter,
That's saying
yeah,
a lot.
that
it's
is.
the same for you. Like my mom, I know she would be ecstatic hearing something like that, just
Yeah.
because you did a great job raising a good man,
Yeah.
right? So I think for them to say something like that, it just meant a lot to me, because
Yeah.
even I'm like,
You sure?
what?
Me?
Yeah, like, because I know men are protective over their daughters.
Right, right.
So yeah, if I had a daughter, you're the kind of man I want.
Aw.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know. Can you say those words? What he just said. Could you? No, just to a. Dang. You really,
Number 4.
you really a good guy.
That's a good thing.
Wow.
Thank you, Bobby.
Wow, that's legit.
Daddy. Yeah, the age. Look.
Freeze your age for a little bit. Genuine.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Appreciate
yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
He's a
Well
genuine
said. Well
person.
said. Well said.
Love that. The best compliment I have received, that I'm very thoughtful. That, like, if
I see
you
that.
say, man, I really love pickled Pringles or whatever, and I'm going to note that. And the next time I'm in the store and I'm like, oh, look, there goes those pickled Pringles. Let me grab those for Chris. I know he likes those.
Boom.
And it's just those little things, right? It's just like, just thinking of people and just taking note and just being mindful of those little things that just bring a smile to people's face.
I love it.
So, yeah, that I'm a thoughtful person.
Well done, girl.
Yeah.
Well done.
That means so much.
Yeah.
Thoughtfulness.
That's
Yes.
it. That's everything.
So bad at that.
I'm working on it.
Do better.
I know.
I'm
I
Do
know better, so I'm doing better.
Yes.
But oh man.
I love that.
What's the best advice you've ever received? Oh, yeah. Let's go to this one so we don't get sang.
The best advice I've ever received. Well, I believe in God's timing. So I don't know if it's the best advice I've ever received, but the most recent that stuck with me the hardest was something that you hit on earlier, actually. It was not to focus on anybody else in the world.
Yeah.
And to focus on you, because you can't change or force anybody else to change. You can only change and work on yourself.
Right.
So I think that kind of speaks to me and current situations and what I'm trying to do. I can't focus on anybody else or what anybody else is doing, or business wise. I can't focus on what other people are doing to change and to adapt. Like that's something I have to do because I'm doing what I want to do, not what they want to do. So.
Right.
I love it. So many. Just to be honest, I love books. I love listening. I love all of that. So, if I was to scramble right now and pick one, Dave Ramsey, work and live like no one now, so you can work and live like no one later. My father, you're a leader. Create, don't follow. My mother, being jealous is nothing that's going to create anything you desire. Just again, I can go on and on like I know how to rap, but I cherish learning, and that is dope. It's a great question, and I'm never on this podcast have ever received any of these questions at all. So that's awesome, and we've been doing this for a minute.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. That's awesome.
Mine, that jealousy is the thief of joy. So
I love it.
That and what's for you will be for you. So
Preach to Sheree.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna chase. I'm gonna attract.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah,
That's
law of attraction.
Love
So
it.
yes.
Gosh, as my neighbor
Let's
say.
see. I have two more.
Y'all hold on your seats.
Dang,
Okay.
we got deep on this list.
Yeah.
What do you think? Or do you think that you have a great work-life balance?
No. Absolutely not.
Meaning you.
I suck.
Okay.
I suck. I'm not good. I'm bad.
And are you working on that 2023?
I work on it every day.
Okay.
To be honest, it's sad. Somebody DM me once and was like, "You have to put to be," because on Monday sometime or Sunday night sometimes I put my to-do list, and somebody's like, "You really have to make a note to be a father that day." I'm like, "Yeah, I really do." It's a habit that I won't break. I have to be consistent at it, but it matters to me. So my job is not I clock out at 2 or 3 o'clock every day.
Right.
So some nights I don't get home. I'm rushing. Like, hey, Ree. Hey, Bobby. I love you. Got to go. All right. Yeah. Taking calls all the way there. And then when I get there, sometimes I'm still on the phone, right, when I walk in the house. And I only got 15 minutes. But that 15 minutes is about to be the most impactful minutes of the day. I'm throwing them in the air. I'm loving on them. And it means so much to me because my father taught me this, going back to what you said. I can't go down from what I've learned for the green men. I have to at least maintain.
Yeah.
And my father was 12, 18-hour shifts, then coming home cooking, and then going to basketball and football and cheerleading practices, right? So I got to at least match that, if not be better. So for me, man, work-life balance is a working process. But my family, even down to my kids, like, Daddy, you going to Mean Green Show?
No.
Even when I bring the camera, that was part of doing online training, was to be
Yeah.
there for my kids more and my wife. Daddy, can I be outside with you? So sometimes y'all see him on the online workouts. And it means the world to be a father, but I'm working on getting better. But trusting and creating systems for Mean Greens gives me the opportunity to do that. I took in 2018, 2017, I took a lot of heat from Mean Green because I stopped training as much. And a lot of people didn't like that. But the truth is, I do this for peace and joy and freedom. I never did this for financial, like I'm trying to make $1 billion. It wasn't that.
Right.
And at that moment, I had to align the truth of what I want to do for that. Because I could have continued to make more money. I could have continued train 12, 14-hour days. But at the end of the day, if I didn't create a system and not be a father, I don't care how much money I have. Remember what we talked about earlier? I want to be a father. I want to be a good brother or a son or whatever. So this is that moment where we're talking prior to podcast. Chris takes over and started talking too long for a short question. This was that time. Yes. So I'm sorry.
No, but I'm loving it.
I'm working on getting better. So I suck at work-life balance. Garcia.
I mean, we had a whole podcast over work-life balance, but I actually took that and tried to implement. So,
good, okay.
You've done good.
Yeah.
Fridays has been good.
Yeah. I have, adjusted my schedule to have an actual work-life balance prior to that podcast.
Yeah.
I was working like a slave, as they would say.
Yeah.
I would not stop.
Hebrew.
Although I don't discredit that because it got me to where I am.
Yeah.
And I still, still work hard, but I am mindful of setting time aside for friends, family, setting time aside to breathe, right? Just to be me. So I do that a little bit more. I hang out on the weekend now without feeling that guilt of not working.
That part. You feel guilty.
Yeah.
You feel guilty.
Yeah.
It's funny that Bobby's here helping us today. I've had to, at one point, I don't know, Bobby, call me out if I'm lying. There goes that point where I said I'm going to say that at one point. I don't know how he do it. Him and Rhonda. I mean, it seemed like he's at the gym. He works. He's Iron Man. He's fixing everything. He knows everything. He's helping everybody. But then he's there for his daughter. He's there for his son. It's like he's at College Station. Then he's there. And he's Boy Scout. I was like, how do you do it? You know? And I admire men like him and women like him. So work-life balance is something that I want to grow and get better at.
Okay.
You?
I do. I believe in work-life balance. If I don't do nothing else, I'm a nope, I can't do this. I got to spend time with my baby. I got to spend time with my man. I got to see my friends. Because again,
that's awesome though.
This is how I recharge. So I don't want to be a slave to the clock. I don't want to be a slave to my work, because ultimately, if I'm gone tomorrow, are they going to remember me for Sheree just was always working? I want my son to know, like, nope, my mom was taking me to soccer.
Yeah.
My fiance can say, yeah, she was in there cooking up meals for us.
Ooh,
my friend, anything. I do it all now. So, I just I want to spend time with my friends. I enjoy getting with the girls. I love getting with the ladies here. So,
that's love.
I love people, and nothing against my job, but I want to see the people awesome. I love.
I embrace that, man.
Yes.
One of the hardest words for me to say is no.
I used to be that way.
That's hard, right? Yeah, I don't think he knows it.
I think that's why he's here now.
Yeah, he did not say no. I'll be like, hey, I just coached, man. I'll see you later. Oh, what? Do you need some help?
He's like,
I'm here.
I'll stay.
I'm here. One question left, Bobby. One question.
All right.
This is awesome.
What is your daily life mantra or motto?
Jay?
Well, for this year, it's consistency.
Okay.
My life mantra for this year is consistency. Last year, I think, talked about it, first podcast was keep it simple. Mm-hmm. So I'm still a work in progress with that, but last year I did work on simplifying things because of how work. I was trying to see, okay, how do I not fast track, but how do I focus in on certain things?
Right.
Keep it simple to where it's not taking up so much of my time.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the job there. This year, I want to be consistent in everything that I do, as far as keeping that going, adding things that I can be consistent at.
Right.
So as far as work, that's my biggest thing. And for life, I want to be able to eliminate things that are, you know, taken away from me being consistent with, you know, relationship, with friendship, with family. With
Right.
all that. If there are things that are taken away from me being able to be consistent with, you know, the things that matter most, I want those gone so that I can focus on being consistent.
Right.
So,
Love that.
I love it. I love it. What about you?
Mine would be that what I say every day is two, which I kind of touched on, is I don't chase, I attract. What's for me will be for me.
Yeah.
And the second one is that I will have a life of positivity.
I love it.
So those are my two daily.
My type of person.
Yes.
Yep.
My type of person. Straight up.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm the weird guy. So I'm gonna kind of piggyback what Jared said and just say, like, for this season and this time, dominate.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm dominating this year.
Yes.
Tina, I'm dominating. Christopher, Caleb, I'm dominating. Ree, I'm gonna dominate.
Yes.
Jared, I'm gonna dominate. Bobby, I'm gonna freaking dominate. Everything that I touch and I'm a part of this year, I'm gonna dominate. Now, I'm not gonna say that's sustainable for the rest of my life. Everything that I want to do, it may not be sustainable to do what I'm doing for the next 90 years. But the things that I'm doing this year and this season, man, I'm freaking dominating. And either you with me or you're not, I'm freaking dominating.
Love that.
That's it.
Love it, love
That's
it,
it.
love it.
I love it. I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's go. Look, hyped up.
Let's go. Sorry.
Yes.
But
Well,
I
sure.
enjoyed this. Thanks for letting me spew off my 13 questions for
hey,
y'all.
13 is a good number.
Good.
That was the day I was born. I was born on the 13th.
Oh, okay.
I was born on the 13th.
Of what?
September.
Okay, love it.
You say what? Friday the 13th.
And it's Friday the 13th. You're right.
13 questions.
It
Okay,
is.
there we go.
Okay, so my 13 questions.
Little subtitle.
13.
Little subtitle.
I told Jared, I said, look, I need to know what this is about. But I came prepared.
You did your thing. Do y'all agree? Did my girl Ree not do her thing? Snaps and
Thanks,
claps. Comment down
y'all.
below. But let's finish with this, man. Ree, you know, it's cool because you're like a lot of people. So within Mean Green, I get to train 22 people at 5 o'clock, and typically 22 people now at 6:15. That's, and I see the 7:20 coming in, and beyond that, I'm behind the camera.
Right.
And I don't get to see the boot camps in the north and all the morning groups like I used to see.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so cool to connect with you. So I'm telling this to you, and I'm telling this to the others. I thank you for trusting us. It means the
Yes.
world to see from social media or talking to a Milton or Bobby and hearing you guys' names and just seeing the factor of you giving us the opportunity to help you believe, achieve, receive means the world to me.
Yes.
So I don't take that lightly. So to you and everybody else, thank you from my heart.
Of course.
And,
I love it here.
North side, we got another one coming up
Next week.
Yes.
next week. So we're going to be down here for a little bit.
Yeah.
Any last words you want to say?
I appreciate all that you guys do. And it would be nice to see you over here a little bit more.
Okay.
A little bit more. 7 minutes
Okay.
away.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
What
But
time-
other than
you
that,
do 5:30.
I do 5:30. Yes. But other than that, I love it here. Everyone is great. I consider Mean Green a family.
Thank you.
So I love it. I don't see myself going anywhere else. So
Yeah.
I love it.
You know what I'm going to do? This month, I'm coming to work out with Mean Green. I'm coming to the Noon Goon class. I'm coming.
Come on a Friday. I
On a
don't know.
Friday?
Because that's when I try to come.
You text me on a Friday.
Noon Goon
on-
Fridays.
and how many weeks we got left this month? You text me on a Friday on this month, I'll be there.
Okay.
I will be there. Rick, I'm coming.
Okay, yeah. We have to work out with Rick.
I'm coming with Rick. I'm
Yes.
coming with Rick.
There we
I'm-
go.
I'm coming.
Okay.
I'm coming. So I have
Love
not.
it.
This was my workout zone when Charlie was here.
Yeah.
It was every 9 o'clock and 12 o'clock. So if I couldn't make the 9, I come to 12, and I'll be here.
Okay.
I'll be here.
Love it.
I'll be here. All right.
Thanks for having me, y'all.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What did you
Huh?
learn? Anything? Did anything surprise you about being on today's podcast?
I mean, it was very organic, which I love because I was nervous. I was texting Jerry. I was like, look now, don't be having me on here looking crazy.
You were amazing.
So, no, I love this. This was nice and organic. I feel great. So, I was a little nerved up.
Yeah.
I got you.
But it was
I got
good. It was good. I loved it. I loved all the answers y'all gave me. I'm learning about y'all.
Absolutely.
So it was good. I loved
awesome.
it.
That's awesome.
Blessings. Great having you on.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
I'm glad y'all thought of me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, other than that, guys, if you haven't already, give us a thumbs up.
Yes.
Right? Comment down below. Let me know what you thought about Ree and how awesome she was. As I close this out, I'm going to ask Ree for one last name. Ree was one person on this podcast show you would like for us to reach out to get them on.
Sadie.
Sadie. Consider it done.
All right.
Consider it done.
Yes.
So,
All
hey,
right.
guys, we love you. See you soon. Take
See
care.
you. Bye.